We are a few days away from Thanksgiving dinner, and joining us now to share what you need to know is Kathy Sauter from Tops Friendly Markets. Kathy, thank you for joining us this morning.
Of course.
Talk about the spread you brought in today.
We are ready for Thanksgiving. I can't believe it's this week already. So this is the week really to buy all of your fresh items. And Tops has wonderful sales on buy one, get one, all of your vegetables, your onions, your carrots and celery, all of the great things that make that turkey extra delicious. But also, you know, pies and things of that nature. This is a great week for you to get in there and get all those delicious, delectable things that make your Thanksgiving meal complete.
Talk about the deals going on this week.
Absolutely. So you can still get your turkey. I recommend fresh, of course, at this point, because if you haven't started to thaw yet, you're a little behind the game. But we have fresh turkeys for $1.49, or frozen if you're eating later in the week. Sometimes people do Thanksgiving on the weekend for $1.99, so you can still grab those. But we have great national and our Tops brand. So if you have to stick to that family recipe that Grandma gave you, we have a lot of 2-for-4 deals, so a great bargain for you to stretch your dollar. We know people are watching their dollars a little bit. We want people to not have to compromise, but enjoy and celebrate.
And what is your advice for folks looking to buy ingredients today, tomorrow, Wednesday, maybe even on Thanksgiving Day itself? What are some tips for people?
So certainly the stores are very busy. If you can get in a little bit earlier and avoid the crowds a little bit, that is definitely a tip for you. We are open on Thanksgiving until 4. We know sometimes you panic and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I forgot the gravy, or I forgot, you know, the French's onion and everything for that green bean casserole. So we are open until 4 o'clock for all of your shopping needs. And it was interesting. We've read an article on Food, Eat, Live that said Thanksgiving is the most wasteful holiday. So we've got some great tips for people on topsmarkets.com, not only for new ideas for recipe inspiration, but for those leftovers.
Yeah, and talk about that a little bit. How can people make sure that they're not being as wasteful this Thanksgiving?
So I think, you know, a lot of times we go to the traditional, you know, turkey sandwich, right? That's a go-to easy thing to have. But we've got inspiration online for like turkey paninis and casseroles and things of that nature, a double-decker pumpkin pie. So different ways to kind of reuse some of the products that you might have left over and stretch. And so you're using every morsel.
Okay, a lot of options for people. Lastly, can people pre-order anything?
At this point, you're kind of out of luck. Unfortunately, a lot of people got ahead of the game and filled up those things. But we do have options for if you need something for an appetizer, things like that, in our great entertaining section. So to kind of have people nibble before the meal. But unfortunately, our meals are sold out at this point.
Well, as you said, Tops is open until 4 on Thanksgiving for those folks getting those last-minute things. So that's always good.
Absolutely, and we definitely have a lot of great deals for you, especially this Jennie-O turkey. This is something that if you have a smaller family coming together, you can actually put this right in the oven from the freezer, only a couple of hours to make. So again, if you're in a pinch, this will help you out.
All right, Kathy, thank you again for joining us this morning, and stay with us. Mike shares a look at Buffalo's most accurate forecast when Wake Up returns on the CW23.